Students, problem 5 from the same assignment, review assignment for JEE Advanced 2020. Problem number 5. There was one mistake in this language. It was actually a spherical ball. Instead of block, it was a ball. That was mistake from my side. So the question is something like we have a platform or we have a block of some mass capital M having a total length of 2L. This total length is 2L. And in the middle of this block, we have placed a ball of mass small m and radius capital R. So a block and a ball, the ball is exactly at the middle point, and that means its distance from both sides is L and L. That's given in the question. Right. Initially everything is at rest. Capital M is on a surface of zero friction. It lies on the surface having no friction, perfectly smooth surface. And there is sufficient friction between the ball and platform to make sure that the rolling will be without slipping. Right. Now a force capital F is applied on this block capital M. A force is applied on the block capital M for a given time 2 seconds. So you apply your force for a time of 2 seconds and then this force is withdrawn, removed, which means after 2 seconds there is no force. Right? And then we have to solve, we need to find how much time this ball will take to fall off the platform. It will fall down, so how much time will be required for that? That's the question. So let us try to solve this now. Let's try to solve it here. Forces, if you look at the forces now, force which is capital F on the capital M mass, again opposite to that you will get a friction force here. Small f is the friction force. By Newton's third law, the reaction of this friction force will appear on the spherical ball towards right side. Now the friction which will be on this spherical object, the frictional force which comes on the sphere will make this sphere accelerate in the forward direction. So due to this friction force, the center of sphere will accelerate forward, let's say with acceleration a1. And this friction force will also produce a torque about the center of sphere. The torque which is by this friction force about the center of sphere will be in this sense. So this sphere will also have some angular acceleration alpha. And let us say that this capital M mass will move forward with acceleration a2. Now it is given in this question, it is clearly mentioned in this problem that there is no sliding. Sphere is rolling, but it is rolling without sliding. And just concentrate on the direction of motion. The center of sphere is moving forward with acceleration a1. The sphere is spinning, it has a spin angular acceleration alpha in this way. So if you focus at this bottom point, you will have linear acceleration a1 in the forward direction, plus because of this spin there will be one more acceleration at this point, that is r alpha. And obviously there will be centripetal acceleration to omega square r, which has no sense for our question, which has no purpose, which has no use in this question. So this bottom point is having total acceleration of a1 plus r alpha in the forward direction, and that bottom point is on the platform of acceleration a2. So that bottom point is placed on a platform which is moving with A2. Criteria for no slipping criteria for no slipping is that this acceleration of bottommost point, which is A1 plus R alpha, should be same as the acceleration of platform A2. That's condition for rolling without sliding, or you can call it rolling constraints. Now, we will replace A1 alpha and A2 from the respective equations. That acceleration A1 of center of sphere as per the Newton law, this acceleration A1 will be force on this sphere, which is small f, by the mass of sphere small m, plus alpha, which is the ratio of torque and the moment of inertia, torque upon moment of inertia. So torque about this center point due to the friction force will be F times radius, and divided by the moment of inertia of the spherical ball, 2 by 5 mr square, equals to A2, which is the acceleration of platform. Acceleration of platform will be capital F minus this friction force small f, and divided by its mass capital M. And then we will solve the value of small f from here. We will solve the value of small f from here, and when you solve the value of friction force from this step, from this equation, you will get friction equals to capital F over 15. That's the value of small f. Now, since we have the value of friction force as F upon 15, we will put this value back in these expressions. And when you substitute the value of friction force, when you substitute this value of friction force here, that is F by small m, you will come to know what is the value of A1. So if I substitute small f equals to capital F by 15 in this bracket, which gives me the value of A1. So the value of A1 is capital F over 15 times small m, and then if you substitute this value of F in this bracket, you will come to know what is value of A2, and A2 will be 7F over 30 small m. That's the values of A1 and A2. Notice that A2 is more than A1. A2 is more than A1, which means the platform is moving faster than the center of sphere. Center of sphere is moving forward with less acceleration. Platform is moving forward with larger acceleration. So from the ground frame, I will draw this figure from here. From the ground frame, they both will move in the forward direction. But what will happen? Platform will move in the forward direction by more amount than the sphere. The center of platform, notice that the center of platform is moving faster than the center of sphere. And when the center of platform will move faster in the forward direction, center of sphere is also moving in the forward direction but with less acceleration. So gradually the center of sphere will be behind the center of platform. The center of sphere will be left side to the center of that platform, though the ball is moving in the forward direction. So this ball will move in the forward direction, but because it is moving less than the platform, relative to platform, the ball will be in the backward direction. And this ball will have some relative velocity. This ball will have some relative velocity in this direction. And you can find what is the relative acceleration of this ball. So A relative of this ball will be subtraction of these two values. We can find the relative acceleration. Center of ball is moving with A1, center of platform is moving with A2. So the relative acceleration of this center in the frame of platform will be A1 minus A2, and if you find A1 minus A2, you will get a negative value. So acceleration of sphere relative to platform will be A1 minus A2, which comes negative, is indication that relative to platform the center of sphere is moving left side. That's the purpose of negative sign. But the modulus of this acceleration, magnitude wise this acceleration will come as difference of these two values, and the difference of these two values comes as f over 6 small m. So that's the relative acceleration of the sphere. And within 2 seconds, this sphere will have a relative velocity. Within 2 seconds, this sphere will have a relative velocity now. And that relative velocity after 2 seconds, at the end of 2 seconds, this sphere will have a relative velocity equals to relative acceleration, which is f over 6m, into time, which is 2 seconds. That is relative acceleration of this ball with respect to the platform. After that, and this sphere by that time the sphere has moved backward with respect to the platform by a distance capital S. I will again repeat, the sphere is not moving in the backward direction as seen from ground. But when you observe the motion of a sphere from the platform, it is traveling to the left relative to the platform. So it has moved a distance of capital S, which can be written as half into this relative acceleration f over 6m into t square, which is 2 square. Now, still the sphere is at a distance of L minus S from end of platform. After 2 seconds, this force F is stopped. After 2 seconds, you have stopped this force. When we remove this force, when the force capital F is removed, notice A1 will become 0, A2 will become 0. Both will now travel with constant velocity. And when both will travel with constant velocity, the sphere has to travel L minus S distance before it falls off the platform. To fall off the platform, sphere has to move additional distance of L minus S, but that additional journey, which is of L minus S, is without acceleration, with uniform velocity. So time needed for that additional L minus S displacement should be L minus S equals to this relative velocity, which is f by 6m into 2, which can be written as f over 3m, time delta t, where delta t is the time taken by a sphere to travel remaining L minus S distance. Delta t is that time. And obviously you will substitute the value of S in this expression. So you will come to know what is delta t. And then the answer of question will be 2 seconds plus delta t, because up to 2 seconds there was force, and then after delta t is the remaining time for the remaining distance L minus S. So the total time will be 2 plus delta t, and when you put the numbers in it, you get the value as 5 seconds. So that was fifth question, I think fifth question from the review assignment, based on the rotational mechanics topic, concept of relative velocity, concept of rolling without sliding, finding forces, finding accelerations. A very useful concept and very important question as far as JEE Advanced is concerned. Right? So watch this video, try to solve this question again, try to learn the concepts from the question, and I will post solutions to the other questions within few hours. Till then, you will stay at home, Take care of your health, and obviously, all the best for your JEE Advanced examination. Thank you.